Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Star Agent Starco Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, if you enjoy the content and want more amazing content about Marvel Future Fight, make sure to hit the subscribe button and enable the bell next to it to get notified when I post a new video or go live with the live stream. Guys, don't forget we stream every single night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And if you want to play Marvel Future Fight on PC, guys, go in the description down below and click on the link next to play Marvel Future Fight on PC. So guys, today what we're going to talk about, well, it's time to release our tier list for update v550. So the two first questions people going to ask in the comment section is, where can I get this tier list if I just want a picture? It's simple. You go into the Discord server in the channel tier list and you're going to have the picture there. You can actually save and share with your friend if you want to. And the second question is what those icons mean. Well, which is kind of why I put the legend this time directly on the picture. You can see the middle icon means leadership, the phone icon means support, and the plain icon mean a world boss ultimate striker. So that covered that. Also, there was a big change in my tier list for characters that was not related to the actual update. We decided to move Deadpool into the God tier. I'm still not convinced he deserved to be there, but a lot of people thought he deserved to be there. So as always, I try to listen to the feedback as much as possible, guys, and we move Deadpool to the God tier. Now we're gonna start with the weakest characters, I guess. Then we'll move to the tough characters. We're gonna talk about every single characters and why did I put them in this section of the tier list. You can also see another change in the tier list, guys. Instead of calling the category by name like good, weak, whatever, we got a God tier, obviously a trash tier, because we want to, you know, separate those two categories. Then we got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5. So there's, because finding a name for those tier was not really relevant to what the characters were actually doing in that tier. Like the tier 3 was average, but the characters are a little bit stronger than average that are in there usually, so it did not really fit the name, so I decided to rename it like that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that part. So let's start with the first characters, guys. So like I said, we're gonna go with exactly, well, with every single new characters, uniform, rework, and we're going to talk about them and why they are ranked in that position in the tier list. And also, guys, each tier list is sorted by alphanumeric number, well, letter, whatever, it's, you know, A to Z. So it's not in order how good they are, it's really just alphabetic order pretty much. So let's get started with the one at the bottom here. We got Sword Master. Sword Master is a World Boss Ultimate striker. He has defense down. That does apply to World Boss Ultimate. And also, he is a good character for Shadowland. Very strong for Shadowland. You know, 70 plus deserve to be in tier 3 at least. So 70 plus Shadowland's pretty easy. And in addition, he can still do between mid and high level World Boss Ultimate. What is mid to high level World Boss Ultimate is pretty much between 40 and 50. That's where I tend to put the line. Well, on normal World Boss Ultimate like Proxima, Corvus, if you go with Bonnie, average, its mid-level to high-level will be between 50 to 60, for example. So you can do between 40 and 50 World Boss Ultimate, so he's not that bad. He's not a top character. You know, they're so much better than him for World Boss Ultimate, so it's pretty much going to be focused as a Shadowland characters, which is totally fine for free-to-play characters. So he is being but into tier 3, guys. Then if we move to the next one, we have Dr. Voodoo. Dr. Voodoo get the leadership tag because he is the best leadership for Doctor Strange and World Boss Ultimate. He gets a striker tag because he has defense down that apply to World Boss Ultimate as a striker. And as a person, as a character, he could maybe be in tier 2, guys, to be honest, because in Shadowland, he is goddamn OP. He can do Shadowland 80 plus without too much problems, but he's lacking the survivability in the World Boss Ultimate, which really hurt his ranking here. That is the only part that hurt his ranking. If they actually fix his heal to actually pop in Wall Boss Ultimate, that will change everything. But it doesn't work. His heal doesn't work in Wall Boss Ultimate, and so that keeps him pretty much at the same level than a Sworn Master for Wall Boss Ultimate. But he is more useful than Sworn Master in my personal opinion, and we can definitely put him in that tier 3. If we had a section between tier 3 and tier 2, that's where we go, but that will pop way too many sections, that tier list, obviously. Next characters we got here is Crescent. Crescent got a pretty solid buff with that new uniform. Can now do Shadowland 70 plus, can do Wall Boss Ultimate around stage 50 if you have a solid build on her, but I wanted more for that uniform because she was already close to that level. She was already close to that level, and she used to be in the same tier. Actually, she stayed in the same tier. The only one of the only characters that stay in the same tier that got a uniform, to be honest. I just thought that she could get a little bit more. Like if she got defense down on 1 or 2 skill that works on Wall Boss Ultimate, that will definitely put her in the tier 2 section, but she's just lacking a little bit. She's stronger than Dr. Voodoo and Sworn Master in the Wall Boss Ultimate. She's about the same level as Sworn Master in Shadowland, so it evened it out, and obviously she has the leadership to get the leadership tag, obviously with her 60% increased physical attack to combat type character. So Crescent made it get to the tier 3 section, guys. Then we have Harrow. Yes, I murdered that name, guys. I cannot pronounce that name. I am totally sorry about that, but she is a paywall character. It's pretty much the same level than Kitty Pryde in damage output. She's lacking the leadership that Kitty Pryde have, but she brings defense down to Wall Boss Ultimate as a striker. So she is a solid character. If you're looking for characters to do between 50 and 60 on Ebonima, she can do it. 40 to 50 on normal Wall Boss Ultimate, she can do it, but that's pretty much the limit she has. She's going to be performing well in the Wall Boss Ultimate, pretty much between a Sworn Master and Dr. Voodoo Wall Boss Ultimate, but she's still a disappointment. You know, when we pay for a character as a paywall characters, we want more than a mid to high level Wall Boss Ultimate character and mid to high level Shadowland characters. You know, we want more than that. At least a leadership can actually bring a little bit more than that, like Crescent and Kitty Pryde. At least they bring a leadership. Arrow doesn't bring that, so it sucks. So she gonna be in the tier 3 section, and again, I do not recommend you to pay the $8.99 to recruit her. Definitely not. She's not worth it, in my opinion. Now, if we move to the tier 2 section, the first characters we have there is a White Fox. White Fox is a meta support character, so one of the strongest support characters in the game, pretty much the second best one after Nick Fury, probably. She has with her uniform, she has increased the all attack to people with the leadership tag, 10% increase all attack, so give a little buff. And also she can do pretty solid in the Wall Boss Ultimate. She can do Proxima 50 plus without too much problems with a decent build. Shadowland, she can do 70 plus without too much problem if you play her right, if you have a good build on there. So she definitely deserve to be a little bit higher than the 4 previous characters we talked about. So she made it to the tier 2 section, definitely. Next we have Vision. Vision sadly does not bring anything to the team, so no striker, no leadership, no support, but Vision with his rework in his new uniform is a goddamn monster. Can do giant boss raid in 4 to 6 minutes with a normal obelisk. Can do Proxima 50 plus with a normal obelisk. Shadowland, I still need to test how powerful it can be in Shadowland, but definitely it's going to be 80 plus in Shadowland, so it definitely deserves to be in that tier 2 section. Now, if you don't get the latest uniform you run with the previous uniform, the Age of Ultron uniform, it will be moved in the tier 3 section with that specific uniform, but with people who got the new uniform, definitely Vision deserves to be in the tier 2 section. Next we have Sabretooth. Sabretooth got a little bit more powerful with more defense down, and we can actually put the actual striker tag on Sabretooth. I actually forgot about that one, guys. So the Sabretooth should have the striker tag because he has 2 ability, I think, that give defense down, so it's pretty solid. He can do Wall Boss Ultimate 60 plus, he can do Shadowland 80 plus without too much problem, so very, very strong, but just not strong enough to make it to the tier 1 section, in my opinion. There's the characters in the tier 1 section, I do believe they are all stronger than him, either with their tier 3 advancement or with a strong tier 2 character. So he's a solid character. It's very expensive to get, very expensive to rank up his uniform, well, he's a pretty solid character, definitely, guys. Uniform, totally worth it if you have the character. Next, we have Rogue. Rogue does not get in defense down that works on Wall Boss Ultimate, but is a pretty solid character. I don't know if you guys seen Cinecalix. Cinecalix did 69 Proxima with Rogue, which was pretty crazy, and so she definitely deserves to be in the tier 2 section. If she had more usability, you know, if she had the defense down or stuff like that, she could definitely make it to the tier 1 section. But Shadowland, because she does not have that defense down, she's gonna be around stage 80, so it's not enough there to make it to the top section, in my opinion. But very, very, very solid character, one of the best uniform of the update, actually the uniform that upgraded the character the most in this update. Definitely, she's definitely worth being at the top level right now. We're gonna move to the next section. Next, we have tier 1 section, Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch uniform does not bring a lot more to Scarlet Witch, but she was already the strongest tier 2 character in the game, so she's still the strongest tier 2 character in the game, guys, and definitely deserves to be in the tier 1 section. She got a small buff to the new uniform. Some people debate that she did not, but I prove it wrong on my streams every single day. She got a small buff, but we were hoping for a little bit more, but I think she's standing in a fine position. Don't forget that when WandaVision gets released and Doctor Strange 2 gets released, she's going to get new uniform, most likely tier 3 advancement, so we're going to have to wait a little bit to see more power out of Scarlet Witch, but still a very, very solid character. And that mind damage down on mind resist down on that 5th skill now actually give her more power. It give her a lot more power, in my opinion. Shadowland 90 plus, Wall Boss Ultimate, a Bonnie 70 plus, so with normal abilities, mind damage for proc, so she is a very solid character, guys. Next, we have Luna Snow. Tier 3 Luna Snow, the only reason she does not make it to the God tier is the lack of PvP performances, but other than that, she is probably, in my opinion, the strongest characters in that tier 1 section. She is a top dog, guys, and that new uniform make her even stronger. She can do Wall Boss Ultimate, a Bonnie 70 plus with a CTP of energy, really, really, really easy. Can score over 5 million in Lens Battle Extreme with a CTP of energy. With Rage, it's even crazier, but I don't like putting a Rage on her because she's already doing everything that you need her to do with the CTP of energy. She is a massive character, and plus with that new uniform, the 4th skill, get cold resist down, which is a huge advantage when you actually play her in both Shadowland and Wall Boss Ultimate. So definitely a huge upgrade for her, and she does deserve to be in the tier 1 section. And if we move to the God tier, guys, Quicksilver is pretty close to even with Deadpool as a top performer for Wall Boss Ultimate Proxima. Yes, he's lacking, you know, any lead support or striker abilities, but he is just OP. He is one of the only characters that can handle Jean Grey without any problems in PvP on autoplay in all game modes, Islands Tournament, Island Conquest, and Timeline Battle, and he is a top dog in the PvE for Giant Boss Ray 90-second clear, no problems. Wall Boss Ultimate stage 80 plus Proxima, no problems if you have a rage on him. If you go with Shadowland 100 plus without too much problem, he's a meta for every single game mode, guys. So definitely deserve to be finally in that God tier section, guys. And yeah, definitely worth a tier 3 advancement if you got him, guys. Definitely worth it. And that pretty much conclude the tier list for update v550, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this tier list. If you disagree with those new characters ranking or any other characters ranking, let me know in the comment section, guys, so we can talk about it and maybe make some changes in the next tier list, obviously. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the sub button. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy the content, and make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when I post a new video or go live with a live stream. And on that, guys, I will see you next time.